I'm Corey Wire. Welcome to CNN 6, your 6 minutes of news, where I'll tell you what's happening, letting you decide what to think. It is Wednesday, April 19th, 1775. It feels like we just landed on Planet Rock yesterday. Let's go to the news. Recently, some events have happened in Boston, most noticeably what people are calling the Boston Tea Party, and not one where we have our pinkies up. But after this, the British raised the tax on paper goods called the Stamp Act. Now we have to pay 1 cent for our papers. Inflation, am I right? Pop quiz, hotshot. What king has the nickname Farmer George? King George III, King Charles III, King Edward VIII, or King George V? The answer is King George III. He gained the nickname Farmer George thanks to his interest in topics such as agriculture, industry, and science, rather than art. King George III has now sent troops to Lexington, and we will now hear from Paul Revere about his news.
Who's this guy? I don't know. They are coming! Who? They're coming! God! Okay, let's get in there. Thomas Gaines demands a seizure of all weapons. Let the soldiers know to grab their weapons. Go! Go! Oh my God! No! Go!
They are coming. The British are coming. British General Thomas Gaines demands a seizure of all weapons in Concord. Let the soldiers know to grab their weapons.
Wow, let Paul Revere get the soldiers ready. But I know we have soldiers. He says the soldiers are farmers? Okay, now let's head to Lexington to an interview with reporter Robert, an American farmer.
The Royal Army by John Parker. An additional 400 individuals are reported to be on their way at this time to here. This is a pivotal moment as it will determine how the American colonies achieve their quest for freedom. Over here, we have a Minuteman who has agreed to answer a few of our questions. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you? Are you doing pretty good too?
What convinced you to join the Minutemen and putting your life on the line?
I have a newborn son at home, and I want to show him how true freedom looks like. So I risk my life for him to have the opportunity to see how true freedom is.
Do you believe that this is the moment that will start the Revolutionary War?
I do believe it, and we're not backing down. The Americans, the colonists, we've been waiting for this moment for a long time. The British, they've been waiting for this moment for a long time. Neither the colonists or the American neither the colonists or the British will back down from this.
How did you feel when you heard Paul Revere announce that the British were coming?
I felt scared, but I knew this moment was going to happen eventually. So I prepared and I came on scene to fight the British for our freedom.
Who do you believe will fire the first shot signaling the start of the American Revolution? Okay, this was the first shots of the American Revolution. We do not know at the time who started these shots, but what we do know is that the world will never be the same.
Okay, now I hear that George Washington has something to say. Let's cut to him.
Hello, my people. I am George Washington. As you may have heard, we are now at war with Britain. This leads now that we need to fight Britain. This calls for us to call over young people, old people, and our farmers. Because we're fighting Great Britain, this will lead to our freedom of independence. This means we are not going to be taxed or robbed or have to be sheltering the British soldiers anymore. So let's all come back as one unit to fight these Britons for our true freedom.
6 out of 6. Now back to the big picture. Across the ocean, we've had some exciting news. The French, who had their own reasons for disliking the British, are officially backing us up in the fight for freedom. France has signed an alliance with the colonies, offering their military support. The word of the day is freedom, the power or right to speak, act, and change as one wants without hindrance. Freedom is often associated with liberty in a sense of giving oneself own laws. Shout out to Mr. Johnston's Civics class, and also to CNN 10 with Corey Wire.